So when I look at this first part, I kind of establish again, this center line. And going to create this isometric section, same angles, usually it's 30 degrees again. Setting it up vertical, just to get the beginning. Before I go any further, these sides taper. They're straight, then they taper down. So I can line up a couple points to help me get there. Same with this one, it cuts itself in, it's trimmed in. Okay, and just like on some of the software where you can curve things, same idea, it's curving here. These lines are going to be parallel. And at the same time, you can see it has this overhang, so I'm just going to extend it on all sides. And bring it up. So that's going to give it the thickness, the length, width, and height of it. This isn't a perfect rectangle in the back. It's tapered and curved, yet it does have this plywood piece on the bottom. Now, I didn't turn it upside down so you can't see how these casters are, but when you take a look, they have underneath it would be there. Now it's just a rectangular piece to represent that circle. And putting the ellipse in there is going to help you locate that edge. So it's trying to get you to exaggerate a little bit some of those pieces so that you not only can see them but can draw them a little better. Okay, and again, once you have it kind of penciled out, laid out, you can modify the proportions. Then I still say in this case, just going to kind of incorporate and use a little bit of the straight edge. So just kind of building that, blending it some direction. It's not really a straight edge here. It's kind of a couple curves. At least it gets it started. And once you get that, you can heavy up some of this stuff. Start to blend this in. So you have to be sensitive to the material that you're drawing, trying to represent. Builds that part up. And again, straight edge just kind of simplifies it, makes it a little quicker. Setting that in there like so. Shading it this direction. Finding that piece back there. And that gives you that initial bobblehead piece there. Let's see if I can move that around. Okay, and when you get to something like this is just an actual piece of plywood that's down below it. You can see some of the serration of it. Okay, and then when you get down to some of the details down here on the bracket, kind of tapers in. Makes the elliptical shape. Same on this side. For most purposes, that's just the beginning of it, but finish up the shading in a minute. So this is an old piece, so the plastic has a lot of scrapes and grinds to it. So you can give it that texture to it. And it does have an overlit shadow. And a little duct tape coming around here. A bit of splattered paint. So when you think of the drawing, line, shape, value, color, texture with all the elements of design, you use the line, you created the shape, put some value in here. Now some texture. The color is actually the color of the graphite on my case. And again, you can kind of see how it's picking up the shadow here. Kind of builds that part up. Then when you take a look at the lighting, at least on these wheels, again, it does give you a lot to look at there. Trying to keep the elliptical segment there. Let's see how you do. Any of this kind of stuff that's like paint. If you have any textures on there. See if you can add to it. Now it's coming to life a little more. And put some cast shadow underneath it too. Again, just trying to go back and forth using texture, value. Let's see how you do. Try to get it shaded.